Hi everybody. We're going to be doing an ArcheAge trial run for the Warborn starting area. So this is just going to be kind of a quick little guide, maybe some tips and tricks for trying to quickly level your Warborn character from the start. Got a timer set up, and we can go ahead and get right on into it. So I'm going to start up a timer here. All right, here we go. Start off on archery because that's just what I'm used to doing. And let's see how we can get through this.
Click the skill icon in the menu bar or press K to open the skills window. During combat, if you use a skill in your shortcut bar, spend skill when you
A lot of this at the start is just going to be following your green quests, so we're just going to try and move through them as quickly as we can here.
right-click the mount icon in your bag to summon it.
Pull out a couple of stuff here, and then I'm going to change a few settings. So this is going to be figure out exactly where there are. Game info, we want quest display all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to set up a few shortcut bars here. Good. Let's move these around a little bit. If it'll let me. There we go. So we're only going to need a few skills right off the bat here. So we're going to set those keybinds up. So it should be shortcut bar 3. This on this. This on this. One on R, one on G, one on V, and one on T. Okay, that's actually this bar here. So this is going to be our main bar that we're going to be working with. I like to set up a secondary bar here on the side for my mounts and a couple of potions right off the bat. We are going to need some of those because Warborn doing this can be a little rough. On R, did I not set it up for R? I did not. We want that to be on R, that to be on G, that to be on V, that to be on T. Cool, great. So we want this one here. So let's get moving. I'm going to be leveling an Ebonsong, so whatever you'd like to be leveling can be yours to work with. We're going to be doing a lot of this slash bow to people. Pick up a sword.
Slider to your shortcut bar to deploy it quickly and easily.
It's also going to be a lot of breaking down things, picking things up, and just trying to move as quickly as possible. So our goal here is to make 50 gilda. just following the main story quests. I also need to set up double jump to deploy glider. That's just something for me. What do we need to run here? Our second skill is going to be Songcraft as soon as we hit level 5. That's going to help us be able just to move from A to B a little bit faster, because this is all going to be about running from point A to point B as quickly as possible and moving through the menuing system as quickly as we can. Okay, back up here. Warborn area has these little dust devils that can help move you very quickly. We want a bow from this guy because we're going to need that bow pretty early on.
Click remember to memorize your current location.
And start moving to the next area while hitting all of these skills and disabling all these pop-ups. Down this way, we want to do Songcraft. And then as soon as we hit the next level on that, we're going to get Quick Step. Okay, keep moving along the road. I'm going to grab that passive in the archery area. This one should be move speed. Yep. Right, because we're stacking move speed right now. Things get a little bit easier when we get endless arrows too. We're going to have to come back up here after doing a few things over here. We're going to come back and grab the kill quest. The points that we gear are generally going to be the kill quest. So once we get a kill quest, we open up our gear. Bow to this person. Yep, so this is where we need to do the kill quest. So we're going to open up our sword and our bow that we've gotten.
Right-click an item in your bag to
Toss away this filling stuff. It's going to crowd up our inventory.
corpses that sparkle can be looted for items and coins. F picks up all items, while D lets you pick and choose.
I'm going to want to be kiting because they can really hurt us. Okay, got them. I need to do these slimes as well. Don't claim to be the most efficient at any of this, but it's just a general guide to give you an idea of how long it might take and the general path to follow. Move this into that spot. So I'm just like finding like the area that I like to pull these broken remnants, and when my skills are on cooldown, I hit one of them. That's kind of what we want, is the bodies to be next to the next remnant that we're gonna activate. Good, so we have all of our remnants. Now we can start moving back towards the other direction, killing things on our way. One more slime. More robot. It's good to keep your pet out too while you're doing this, because your pet's gaining XP. Oh, back into town. 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Things will start speeding up too. We want leathers. Nothing that we want to get just yet. We're gonna wait till we hit level 10. Okay, this is another kill quest here, because most of the time when you're trying to get the pieces, the wax, the paraffin wax, little mobs will spawn that auto-aggress you.
Use the play instrument skill to play lutes.
You need labor points to gather, mine, craft, and perform other vocational activities.
I'm going to take the rest of these, put down these down here at the bottom. Throw away the civilian stuff. Oh, sorry about that. This guy. We got our 8, so I'm just leading him back this direction because we're going to turn this quest in. We're actually heading backwards a bit. Go this way. And I got my endless arrows, and we got our quick step. Third is going to be shadow play because we want backdrop. Backdrop I want on T. Quick step I want on 4. Now we're really going to be moving.
While in water,
It's actually faster just to sprint through this. And then backdrop whenever you can. There's going to be a cutscene here at the top. Cool. Backdrop out. Oops. Don't mind that. Remember that Warborns have the passive for Lith Flow, so that's your swim speed. Use that for this portion. Cutscene. Alright, now we start moving down the road. Whenever you need to bow to somebody, you do need to get off your mount and target them and type /bow. Cutscene. Okay, another kill quest. We're going to open up our new pieces of armor, put them on. We did get our endless arrows.
During battles, numbers.
Just try and kite them as much as you can so you don't lose that much health. Oh, yep, so that's why you gotta watch your mana. Get that out of the way. Do some of this while we're getting our mana back. If you have anybody that's going to be leveling with you, it can help a lot because you can party up here and have either two people killing things or one person killing while the other person's watering or planting the weeds.
Not enough mana.
85 out of 100. More plant. Cool, let's go turn this in. We want cap. Level 13 doesn't give us too much that we actually need. Oops. Apologies, made a mistake there. We're actually going back down here. Always watch your map. Inside this house. Do a bow. Start heading down the road. Coming up here shortly is a part where a lot of people get stuck. Because you do your green quest here, you turn it in, bow to him. And then it seems that at a certain quest here, it seems like it doesn't go anywhere and you don't know where to go next. Here's where, so the quest kind of stops. You actually want to pick up this quest here. Then head back to the guard. Turn in that quest. And you see where my quest is, my green quest is kind of stopped. But luckily we picked up the first part of that in this house, and that just has you kind of go back and forth a little bit here. So we go back, talk to her, go back to the guard. And then you pick up your green quest again and keep going. Oops. Get on him. There you go. So we're starting to move outside of the city. This skybound guy right here is the guy that you normally get your glider from. But we are not going to do that. We are just following the green quests. That guy right there is usually where you get your glider. This person. And off we go.
Learn new skills through the skills window. You'll need them to survive.
Okay, another kill quest. So we're going to be opening up our gear, putting it on. New bow. All the other pieces. We're going to go through a lot of sets, so it's important to kind of keep your inventory a little bit managed. Getting a max HP boost, might as well use it now. We also have some soups and stuff, so grab one of them if it'll let me. We want agility. That'll just help make all this a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. If I can, I like to usually try and pull them towards one of these cactus so I can work on the cactus while I try and get some of my mana back. Because you end up being very mana hungry as an archer early on. As you can see, I'm still really hurting for mana right now. Another option to go is instead of going Shadow Play, you can get Oromancy, which has Meditate. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments on that. But Meditate is going to be very helpful for you in the early game, trying to get your mana back from doing all this and being able to sprint more. Could speed you up significantly over the whole course of running across this area.
Out of view.
I'm out of mana again. Okay, we're done with that. Take a moment here. Put on this cap. Cutscene. We're gonna open this up now.
너돌이지만 물건만 가로로.
Okay, we got a little ways to run. Would help if I was going the right direction. Hey, we got joined by Takai. Hey, Takai.
Howdy.
I am recording the Warborn starting levels.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, I saw the commentator thing just now, though.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome to share my screen to you.
Yeah, it's relatively straightforward.
Yep, we're 40 minutes in. We have 19 gildas so far. So it's just a lot of following the green quests. And that one particular one where you have to do a yellow quest to continue on with your greens.
Yep, that's a very common, like, I'm lost spot with, I think his name's Guard Lettuce, right?
Yeah, I think so. Guard lettuce, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oromancy is the one that has meditate, right?
That is correct. Although typically by the time you get there, you won't have it. Because you'll have it for like 2 levels right at the very end.
Ah, okay.
So I've been thinking, as running like a sorcery, songcraft occultism, so that way I can kind of use the occultism in situations where I can like mob and then just AoE them down with all the occultism spears and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because early on for archers, there's a lot of issues with mana. We are going to set our recall point here because we are going to need to come back, and this will save us some time to have to run back here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like on my last run through, I took sorcery first, and with the staff, you're able to use 1 frostbolt and then like generally 2, sometimes 3 hits of the firebolt to kill most mobs.
Yeah, because my usual build for early on is my full build for Ebonsong. The backdrop can help a lot for moving from place to place, and Songcraft just kind of it might not feel like it speeds you up a lot, but over the whole course of running so far, it definitely saves some time.
Absolutely. Like I think that was like after the first 2 points in the sorcery, those were like literally my next like 3 or 4 points.
Craft your own weapons and
Going
armor.
straight into
Check
Songcraft so
your
that way I
folio
can
for
get
available
quick step
designs and
plus
material
the
requirements.
plus 15 seconds passive. Yeah, I think you do have to be a little careful on this area coming up because if you glide down, there's a place where you can get kind of stuck, and it's really annoying. It's kind of funny because wife and I both got stuck down there on the open beta, and we were like, man, this is no bueno. But
Down
yeah,
in this area.
down, yep, right over there.
Yeah.
Like after, yeah. So if you just go over, kind of like the straight path you're going now, it's perfect. Yeah. And thanks to having a poopy glider, you fall really fast.
You do, yes. Another advantage of having backdrop is being able to negate their fall damage, assuming that
Yeah,
the server's lag is good.
yeah. I think on that fall, I think I took like 60-70%, although I was much lower than you. Well, I wouldn't say much lower, maybe like another 10-15 meters lower. So you still would have taken like 50 to 60%, but that's not super bad.
Pick up a couple skills. That's going to make our archery a lot easier to work with here.
Yeah, and like so when we're running in a group, more than likely we're going to be doing a lot more of the kill monsters and a lot less of the pick up the stones.
Yes, absolutely.
But picking up the stones is a good way to like regenerate your mana in between kills.
Yep, so I
By
usually
staying
grab
out of
these
battle.
3. And then I can work on killing the mob. And usually by the time I'm either done killing the mob or I hit this 4th one up here, then those should be close to being back.
Ooh, the strats. I like it.
Yep, there it is.
And then so now you can kind of loop that cycle.
Yep.
Perfect.
Then if you either want to like, you can work on your cycle by like trying to grab another one here and then coming back to this one, or just waiting a few seconds for this one to come back. And of course, this is uncontested. It can be a lot worse. You might just want to camp one while you can if the server is contested for doing these.
Right. Yeah, and I do kind of think that it probably will be in like another 2 or 3 days when everybody's alts start to get unlocked for the people that chose to delete them.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah, and like I really like this area because picking up the little stones here actually gives 5, whereas killing monsters give 8. On the earlier one, when you're in like the fields with the bees and stuff and the foxes, those kills only give like 3, so it's kind of like, or the pickups only give like 3, so it's kind of rough to justify.
Yeah, it does take a lot longer. Unless you're in a group and you can kind of spread out, and you could have one person doing the pickups and other people doing kills. So you can use a little bit more of your time here, open up some of the coin purses that we've been slowly picking up, a little bit of extra XP.
That's right. You're gonna more than likely be using labor at the end anyway, so all the XP that you can get earlier for more useful items is better than either dead tax search or something else.
Well, there we go. A lot of cutscenes on the Warborn side. So here's where we go back to Redemption. So because we set our recall there, we don't have to run back.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I forgot on my last alt run through.
Yeah,
So I
that
had the
probably
TP.
saves 5 minutes.
Yeah, so I had the TP. Luckily, I did the I had a Hereafter Stone on me from somewhere.
Looks like you do start with a few. So on this one, I'm gonna grab the loot. That can help a little bit later, help us regen mana a little bit faster when we need to. We do sacrifice a bow for it, but we'll get another bow here soon.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason why I kind of liked going sorcery is that your damage doesn't have to suffer there, and then I alternated between loot and bow, so that way I can constantly be getting stat bonuses from them.
Yeah, that is a bit of a downside when going archer, where your main damage is split. You either want to like keep upgrading your damage, get a better bow, and you never get a loot, because they give you an early, sorry, flute, not a loot. They give you an early loot, but if you want a flute, you have to sacrifice one of your bows to be able to get it. So this, you just tag all of the pillars around the exterior, and then one on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know exactly which one, but they do give stats based on which one it is, so depending on what class you're playing, you want to figure out which one that is. Wait, did you hit all 5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
Yep.
I looked away. Yeah, because like I know the one in the center, I believe gives stamina, so it's not that good, but it's like a boon. It's a free boon. But there's
Yes,
one
it
for
is.
each one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that can help.
Yeah, so I think on the top one is Agi, like the one that's no, the east one is Agi, and the south one is Int, and the center one is Stam. The other two I don't really remember.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
You don't want to go to the right here, even though it does look like it connects. It doesn't actually connect. So you always want to try and make sure you go left on that road.
Love taking the swirls, man. They make you feel like you're flying, and you actually really are gaining a bunch of movement speed here from it.
Yeah,
too.
you are. It's good to step out of your way a little bit to try and hit them.
And I think have you taken the Nui quest for the one gilda?
I have not.
Right. Yeah, so I think usually on the way into Redemption, there's a Nui on the left that you have to run by. And usually I pick it up right there going into Redemption. And so you literally just talk to it twice and you get one free gilda. I think you have to be like 15, I think, for her to start giving you the lily daily. So usually you can find a lily somewhere, but it's another free day, gilda star. I swear from now on, like I'm going to like get like a copy paste for slash bow, so I can just paste it in there every time.
Yes, you do that a lot as Warborn.
Yeah. Like you gotta show the overseers the respect they think they deserve.
Yeah. I always go for the walls early because they're a little sporadic. These also take a long time to respawn, so if you're ever contested for these, try and focus on these first.
Okay, and that's kind of interesting that we have different strats here. Like for me, I always hit like cows, and then I hit like the far end wolves, and then usually I can go that whole wall line back, and it's usually not as bad towards the end because everybody's after like the first 2 or 3 spots there.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's not really like a super wrong way to do it. It's just everybody's going to have their own like particular path with that they like to take.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that if I went occultism, I would be feeling the missing of like all the extra movement abilities from occult, oromancy with the comet and the teleportation. Those things are really really nice to
Yeah,
have.
yeah, it does have that. Just like Shadowplay has backdrop, or a lot of them, a lot of skills do have some type of movement speed help. Even archery's first passive is just movement speed, so that can help. Okay. Again, over the time you're running so far in this first area that even 8% over the course of just running all the way across this can help. And these wolves are notoriously tough when you're solo, because you just don't seem to be just geared enough to be able to kill them that easily. So this is where we're going to open up the rest of our gear that we have. I'll keep the loot just in case I need to slowly regain health. I want to grab the last few of these passives. Help some of that damage stacking.
How much flat ranged attack do you get for Deadeye?
20.
That's huge at that level.
Yep, yeah, it's really big here. The reason that you want to kite these, though, is they do have a stun mechanic. It can be really annoying when you don't have the pet yet. Otherwise, yeah, you want to try and use Deadeye as much as you can.
Speaking of, do you stop for pet in your run?
I think I'm going to. We're at 27 Gilda now. There's not that many other kill quests, actually, after this point. So I'll show you where to pick it up. But I don't think that we actually need to fight too much more after this, because we very quickly move on.
I think the last kill part is when you're going for some type of little bowl and you have to kill the crows.
Oh yes. Yeah. So we can stop and pick it up. I do think it's important to get early.
Yeah, and those crows can get really mobby really quick, and it's kind of a danger spot. Yeah, that'll be up after we return to Redemption, after coming from Communal Ranch area. And then it's like a marathon for the green quest after that.
Yep.
It's just like you turn one in, and then you gotta go another 500 meters. And then you teleport, and then you teleport, and then it's another 200 meters, and then you go cross continents. And then you're done. Like those last like, I don't know, I feel like whenever you teleport and you actually go to the inside of the burnt castle area, you get like 12 Gilda stars there or something. It's so much. Oh my.
Accidentally grabbed a loot instead of a flute. We're at 9 and I'm unfortunately out of mana. Not a whole lot we can do about that. So I think I'm just gonna, oh nope, gotta fight that guy now. So while we're waiting for a little bit of our mana to come back, I'm going to open up the rest of these coin purses. One of the downsides of the Warborn questline is you don't get any of the starting potions that a lot of the other races do. So a reset happens, so we're not going to worry about any of these.
I do like to open that though, because generally if you open it right when you hit level 5, you actually get Protect Sunbite, and it's another free gold. So at the end of the run, you'll be able to trade yourself like around 4 to 5 gold as well.
Nope, nope, we're done. We don't need to kill anyone. And that's the stun mechanic I was talking about. "59 minutes, 27 gilda, although it is going to start speeding up here soon." So this guy right here is the quest that's going to give us the mount, the battle pet. So we're going to do that here after we turn this in. And the level up gives us full mana. So this one, if you want to save a little bit of time and spend some of your like 1 gold that we've gotten, you can just buy it, or you just go and interact with these. Snow Lion Cubs, the Elks, and then the foals are over on the far side. Seconds.
That was the first. My full client crashed. Even the launcher. So like I had to like log in again.
Oh wow, really? Hope that doesn't happen to me while I'm recording this. Timer's pretty close. I just got the hour achievement and we're 1 hour and 1 minute in. Where's the folder? There.
I wish they had them in like the whole group of 3 so that we could just like spin in a circle and complete all of them.
Yeah. Also help if I didn't. This has not been a perfect run, that's for sure. Weird little missteps, but I think a lot of it is just going to show you the general path of the quests, how to fairly efficiently go through them. I'd like somebody else to also record a video of another race and see, get some like decent timing. Yep, another hoglet, and then we need to buy. Nope, nope, come here. Not buy them from you.
떠돌이지만 물건만 다루루.
Vita seeds. I'm gonna get a couple even stones while I'm here. And some water.
Even stones to salvage.
3 water is good enough. I'm gonna plant our little buddy. Couple of Vita seeds. Shouldn't need, it's a 2 to 4. So doing 4 should be fine.
2 to 4.
Yeah, it could be 2 to 4 Vita seeds that you need for your hoglet to grow.
I think I looked at it and only had 1.
I think like maybe it's the only like the quest one is different. Either way, I just plant a few here, and then whenever he asks for food, I just grow or grab one and. And salvaging some of my gear just to free up my inventory space. Yeah. We have our pet. And we continue on. So as you go back into redemption, and we don't have the timer up yet, so we're going to port there. cutscene. Skip that cutscene. And we're off to just outside again. I haven't timed this either to see if it's faster to teleport to Communal Ranch and then go over or not. Here's the Nui, but I don't have a quest for the Nui. And here's our first use of the battle pet. All of these guys like to spawn right near things that you need to pick up. So you are going to need to fight some of these, plus you need the crow meat.
Another part that's kind of scary because it's like the birds and the little elementals respawn pretty quick, and it's really easy to get overwhelmed here.
Yep, so just take it slow, try and grab one area at a time. And this is where the battle pet really helps with a little bit extra DPS. You can take the aggro from some of the other crows. I don't know if you're here to guy. There was a Nui right here that I do not have the quest at, so I think I outleveled it.
Okay. Yeah, because I think, I think it goes away at 30.
Yeah, does it? And you always end up there's about 30 when you get here.
Yeah, I believe it's like 15 to 30. 29, 15 and 29 is when you get the Lily quest, and the first one's free.
But, And we're up to 37 Guild Stars so far, hour 12 minutes. Cool.
Yeah, I
Then you
believe
have
with-
teleport
go ahead.
scroll.
And I think right here is just about where it starts to wrap up.
Yep. So one of the benefits that the Warborns get is so because now you're in Austera, and the other races that do combine here during their race quests don't necessarily get all the teleport scrolls that we do as Warborns. So we get to move here a lot faster, which is nice. That reminds me, I need to set my recall here.
Yeah, that'll help later when you're getting ready to move stuff over or you're taking it all to a farm.
Yeah, dang, look at all these people. Everybody's setting up for Miss Marrow.
I'm assuming, yeah. Or, yeah, I don't think it's Abyssal. Maybe it is Abyssal, actually.
People are Xing for MM, so...
I still want to do that as well. Hopefully he lowers those requirements.
Cutscene.
No target selected.
So even at this point, like if you just wanted to pick up stuff and then like buy some of the cheap ground grain or something and do your dailies for gilda, then you'd have your 50 gilda. Because I'm at 43 right now.
Yeah, I believe once you go down here, you're just about done. Like, because you go down here and turn in 2 quests, and then I think you finish.
In neutral regions, it's possible
There we are.
to
We
attack
have 52
players from
gilda.
another faction. However,
One hour, 15 minutes, 27 seconds. We have 54 gilda.
Perfect.
That's pretty
Yeah,
quick.
so,
So from at this point, you would still continue with following. If you wanted to level or get more gilda, you could follow the main story quest. At this point, you have access to Austera, and you can like do your daily gildas. That's an extra 6 gilda. That's really easy to pick up, as well as just being able to tag a CR or a GR for some extra gilda there. Any last notes here, Takai?
no, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, it's really good. Not too bad. Hour 15 for 50 Alp run.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank everybody for joining, and thanks to Kai for help commentating there. And we'll I'll go ahead and end this here and upload it, and hopefully it helps some people that haven't leveled a Warborn, that wanted to see how fast it is and how the route works. And that last little bit there, you gain 10 or 15 gilda in like 2 minutes. It's so fast. So thanks a lot, and we'll see all you soon.